Tamikaze here talking about Intel leaps and the profit return we can expect and trying to project out where Intel will be in about a year from now. So I have the all-time chart here on Intel going back to 1995 with the dot-com bubble in 2000 here. We could still see Intel reach just shy of $76. But what I'm really focused on is what's happening in the short term. So I just plotted out some long-term trend lines here just to get us start here. Let's move into a day so we can see what's going on here. So Intel had earnings here, and they announced that some of their chips were being delayed. And what happened is the exact market share they lost, AMD gained because AMD's chips are available now. So Intel took a big hit, but then just recently we see this big candle here. Intel announced they're doing 10 billion in buybacks, which is about 5% of their value. They're valued at about 200 billion in market cap, and so 10 billion is about 5%. If you're at 49 bucks now, 5%, you're good to go to about 51.70. So it's good for about $2.50 over the next 12 months. So that is bullish just because we know we got buying power there, which is also going to drive investors. So what I did here was I just took, and this isn't the first time Intel's taken a big hit. So almost every single time they take a big hit, they always bounce back. I expect them to fix the delay and eventually announce that it's actually not going to be delayed as long as they said. So what I did was I just cloned some lines. I took every single time they dipped, I cloned those lines and I put those out with short-term price targets and then long-term here. So these are the exact lines from here, from here, from here. I just put them here. So if we expect them to bounce back like they normally do, we have a bear flag forming here, but it could actually end up being if they break above it, which they did right here. So it was a failed bear flag, and then they went back into the flag, which we'll look at right here. So you can see we broke out of it and then got right back into it. So what I'm expecting to happen is it to break out here because of the buybacks. People are going to be bullish again on Intel, and it's a great time to go long on it. So based on these projections, we can expect Intel, worst case scenario, to be at the end of the year about $58. So after the $58, that's going to be our price target for the end of the year, and so we can design some plays around that. So I got Robinhood pulled up here. I got Intel pulled up here. Let's go into options and look at some leaps that we could pick out. So we can look at January 21st, 2022 gives us about 16 months. Let's look at the OI on the 50. Got a lot of open interest there. 55, a lot of open interest. 60, a lot of open interest. So all three of these moves would be good based on your risk tolerance. I actually like the 50 because of the value. So you're looking at about a $690 investment where we know it's probably going to hit at least 58 with a $75 upside. So you're looking about tripling your money. If you want to go with a shorter term, you could go with January 21, and then you'd be looking at a $55 call for about 183, which has, you can see the open interest there, and the 60, you can see the open interest there. So you're looking at 183 to $100 there, and even the $50 call. So lots of interest in Intel right now, and I think it's a good time to go long, and I'll be getting one of these soon, so you should do the same.